Here I standeth. Actually, you're right, I'm sitteth. Here I standeth, sitteth. Those were the words back in the old days. Standeth. Here I standeth. In my empire of confusion. Listen, I'm really glad to be here, and you guys have reached Jeff Indike. Great Scott! I'm really, really glad to be here. By the way, right, you guys know who said that, right? I'm a big fan, right, of the Back to the Future shows. Those are really, really cool. I'm thinking, right, of going back to the past, right, to talk to some of the people, right, that created some of those sounds. How cool would that be? There was a guy, right, that was joking with me up on Facebook, telling me, right, that he was able to get the real field pads, right, by going back, right, 15 years, and he purchased them, and then he came back here, and now he's selling them to people. He's ripping people off, is what he's doing. Anyway, he didn't really go back to the past, right, but he's definitely ripping people off, because I don't even want to tell you, right, what the prices were that he wanted, right, for these pads. I told him, right, where he could, never mind. Call me at 516-263-9782. Email me at jindyke54@gmail.com. I'm just entertaining myself here. You know, when people ask me, right, what I do, all right, I usually tell them, all right, not much of anything. But search, right, for different rhythms and search, right, to play and have fun. And guess where I am, all right? You guys know, right, I'm on my favorite drum kit here, and I'm not even going to go into it. But I will say that I'm performing my own music today. And I'm actually going to do 3 sections of a song called Jabberjaws. And the first one is like the introduction, and then the second one is actually the song, and then the third part is the coda. So I wrote it right in 3 different sections. I did all this stuff right on a keyboard. I'm really proud of this stuff, and I'm going to actually add my own little drum beats to this. There were some percussive, reference percussive parts right on the tracks right that I produced, but they're kind of like a little more reference type parts. So when I play up against them, is more like the actual drum part. So you're hearing, right, you might be hearing some percussive stuff, right, that was on the original tracks, but you know, I'm running this right through rather inferior sound system here. I don't have like the greatest equipment. And it's not a direct recording. So you're going to hear, right, the live Donner kit up against the right, a CD recording, but the system's not really that loud. But it's pretty good. Now, Jabberjaws is basically, I named it after this girl, Cecilia, who was a friend of mine, right, many years ago that I knew, and she used to talk a lot, so I said to her, I said, you know, you're like a jabberjaw, you know, because she talked a lot, you know, and yeah, it's still kind of cool. You ever go out on a date, right, with a girl, right, and like she's sitting there and like she's talking and she's talking and she's talking and she's talking, and you know, you have to like kind of be nice and listen, you know, and eventually, right, I once said it right to some girl, right, it wasn't really a date, it was just a friend, and I said to her, right, you know, is this going to take long? And she was a little insulted. I don't think she talked to me again. Well, anyway, you know, you can't please everybody. But anyway, Jabberjaws. Let me perform this thing. It's kind of got like, I don't know how to describe this. It's like kind of a, almost sort of like a country-ish. It's like a country sort of song. This song I might attempt to write it like country. Even though I'm not like really a country writer, but it's got like a nice little melody to it. And the way that I'm going to play it is I'm really going to respect the groove. Because, you know, the main part about this composition is that simple sort of groove. Very song-oriented. Here we go. This is the intro. That really, really felt nice. One of the things that I really wanted to talk about, you know, the way that I play those three little sections is respecting the song. One of the things that a lot of guys don't do, right, because, you know, I like to search YouTube, I like to search Facebook, there's a lot of really talented guys up there. A lot of young guys, right, just some really, really great drummers up there. But I noticed that some of the guys, you know, they may be covering covers, they may be, you know, doing their own music, but a lot of times what I noticed that when a lot of these young guys are playing, and I did the same thing when I was younger, is you know, they're kind of trying to show everything that they know and saying very, very little because of the fact that when you play certain songs, you really have to respect the songs that you're playing, particularly if you're going to record them as a recording, because you know, you want people to be able to relate to it. So, you know, if you're overplaying and you're doing all the stuff you know, it usually doesn't really work. I'm working on some stuff by this fantastic artist in the UK, Jess Glynn, and her music is really, really dance-oriented, and, you know, you have to respect that, because, and I played that really, really well. I thought about that was fun. I'm going to be doing more of those things as I go along. So anyway, respecting, you know, the groove and kind of creating a part. Now, of course, you know, on this particular kit, again, not to make excuses, but I don't get to do the greatest work that I do on here. But fortunately, I'm only here once a week, so I figure before my lesson, because I teach over here, you know, I like to get something done and use the time, so I hope I'm using it well. So that was Jabberjaws, and you guys can Jabberjaw me if you call me at 516-263-9782. Leave a message. I don't pick up my phone ever, but I do call you back if you're interested in studying, or if you wanted me to help you to make a record, or if you just want to ball me out, basically, you know. Now, if you want to ball me out, all right, please don't call. But YouTube me by typing in my name. Well, since you're up here, you've already YouTube me, so you know where I am. I'm just about, it's really good. But youtube.com/Drum TV show, that's where I got my start, and Danny Britt was the one that produced that. There's some really great things up there. They're from a while ago, so, you know, I wore a younger man's clothes. Actually, I still wear the same clothes. Pretty cool. Hey, you guys like my symbol? This is really cool. By the way, check this out. My buddy Cody gave me these drumstick necklace. People know I'm a drummer. Peace and love, and I'll see you guys soon. Thanks. Hope you liked the song. I had a good time playing. See you guys soon. I'll see you with the party, Victor.